Today I will show you how to break compressed pu'er tea. Green pu'er tea is transformed into black tea through a natural pile fermentation process. Pu'er tea comes in loose tea and compressed tea forms. Now I will demonstrate how to break compressed pu'er tea. Compressed pu'er can be shaped like a cake, a brick, or a bowl. The compressed tea cake we're using today was produced by the Fengqing Sanning Tea Company in 2010. For this process, you will need to use a tool, such as a tea needle or a tea knife. The tea needle is more commonly used. Today I will use a tea needle to break the cake of compressed pu'er. Pu'er cakes have a front side and a back side. The front of this cake features the trademark design of the production company. The back side is uneven, with a small hollow in the center. In order to keep the cake looking nice, we will break it from the back side. The breaking process usually follows 3 steps. First, find a slightly softer spot as the breakthrough point and carefully stick the needle into that spot. You don't need to pry open the cake at this point. Go ahead and take the needle out. Next, stick the needle in a second time, near to the first hole you made. You should now be able to see rudiments of loose pu'er tea. Finally, find a third soft and loose spot near the first 2 holes, and stick the needle into that spot. Now it's time to pry open the cake and lift up the portion of tea. The larger the portion you pry up, the better overall sample you will get, and the purer your tea will taste. We can also break a portion of tea from the front side of the compressed cake. Stick the tea needle into a softer, looser spot along the border of the cake. It's actually easier to pry a sample of tea from the front side of the cake because it's usually more loosely compressed than the back side. But if you'd like to keep the design on the front nice, then it really is better to start breaking from the back side of the cake. After all, it doesn't really matter if the back side looks good or not. Next, I'll demonstrate with black or cooked pu'er that has been compressed into a bowl shape. Like the cake form, the front and back, or top and bottom sides of the bowl look different. The top is smooth and convex, while the bottom is concave. Again, I suggest breaking from the back or bottom side of the bowl first. The steps to breaking the bowl-shaped tea are the same as those we used for the cake tea. If the first spot you choose is too hard, simply remove the tea needle and try another, looser spot. Sticking the needle in 3 different spots before you pry up a portion of tea is important. That way, your portion retains the overall integrity of the pu'er tea and will taste better. Of course, you can start with the top of the bowl if you wish. Because the top of the bowl is not as compressed, breaking may result in loose tea rather than a solid piece. Again, your compressed tea won't look as nice if you break from the front rather than from the back or bottom of the bowl. Finally, let's try breaking an 8-year-old brick of pu'er tea. The front of the brick is nice and smooth, while the backside is somewhat spotty and gray. Once again, I suggest starting from the back in order to maintain the nice appearance of the front of the brick. The brick tea is a little bit different from the cake and the bowl forms. We can start breaking the tea from any one of the brick's 4 corners. Simply find which corner is the loosest, which will make it easier to stick the tea needle in. With this particular brick, we can see that this corner is loosest, making it the best breakthrough point. Basically, we use the needle to separate the tea into 4 layers. With the first stick, you can tell how tightly compressed the tea is. It will be much looser after the second stick. Finally, the third stick will separate the portion from the brick, perfectly demonstrating the 3-stick process.